Ghana is a beacon of hope in sub-Saharan Africa. Since 1992, 5 successive presidential and parliamentary elections have been held, and unlike many other African countries, Ghana's elections have been peaceful and largely free and fair. This is not by accident. Rather, it is the result of the efforts of civil society, the media, and numerous other institutions who have worked hard to strengthen the culture of democracy in Ghana. The Institute of Economic Affairs is one such institution and has been active in supporting the growth of a democracy.
The Institute was set up in October 1989 with a view to broadening the debate on public policy, promoting private sector-led economic growth, and strengthening the pillars of multi-party democracy in Ghana.
The Institute of Economic Affairs has worked especially hard in the area of creating a platform for political parties to interact. This interaction was taken to a new level when the Institute of Economic Affairs introduced the presidential debates.
At the Institute in 2005, as part of its efforts to deepen and consolidate multi-party democracy in Ghana, felt that, having worked hard to build the capacity of our legislature, it was time to turn attention to our political parties. Because after all, if you want to have good leaders, you've got to build the capacity of those who wish to lead.
A major milestone was reached with the 2008 presidential debates.
The idea of the political debates is simply to increase participatory democracy, to make sure that sovereignty is affirmed, and also to hold candidates on to their promises and pledges.
The electorate was able to hear directly from all the candidates whose parties had representation in parliament.
We're committed to doing some things that will have an impact on jobs. We're committed to increasing the police service of our country, doubling it from 25,000 to 50,000. We're committed to putting 20,000 sanitary inspectors, old Tankanse inspectors, on the street every year for the next 5 years.
We want to bring change, but not just any kind of change. Change that Ghanaians, not Americans, not Japanese, not Chinese, not the British, change that Ghanaians can feel in their pockets. And if that is going to be done, we need to do something different from what we've been doing these past 16 years.
One of the problems bedeviling our employment creation is the fact that we have a large army of unskilled people. When you take the figures, only 40% of our kids who go through JSS end up in secondary schools and then other tertiary institutions. What do we do with them?
The cocoa farmer has taught the nation and all the world that when properly motivated, the Ghanaian can produce. Constantly, we are #1 or #2 producer of cocoa worldwide. That is because the cocoa farmer gets some sort of subsidy. And the most important thing for him is the guaranteed market.
These platforms provided the electorate with an opportunity to examine the candidates in full and be able to make choices, right and informed choices.
Just by seeing it, by watching all that happened, give them a pretty good idea that life is not all about fighting. It's about ideas. It's about exchange of communication.
Those debates and the media engagement gives people the opportunity to get to know the people at first hand, their personality, how they react under pressure, how they think, their body language, etc.
The beauty of democracy, this is the essence of democracy. The people decide.
There is absolutely no doubt that the large majority of Ghanaians appreciated these debates.
The citizenry is enlightened.
We are able to know the disparities between their policies and what they intend to do.
It gives you the opportunity to know the candidate.
You are able to ask them very difficult questions to see how they can manage those issues.
In 2008, the Institute of Economic Affairs also introduced the vice presidential debates.
After 16 years of running our constitution, we think that it is time to look at aspects of the constitution again. And I think in that constitutional review, an issue to do with the vice presidency would be in order.
In association myself with the sentiments that my good friend John Mahama has expressed, when some of the clauses in the constitution doesn't suit me, it has become a game that is played by these rules. Heads I win, tails you lose. So I changed the constitution at will.
We're going to set up a constitutional review commission, which would review not only the case of the role of the vice president, but also look at the issue of regions as well as the elections of district chief executives.
What we would look to do is strengthen the institutions of governance all across the board to ensure that more power is devolved to the people in terms of decentralization and the election of district chief executives, and more critically to ensure that the economic agenda and development agenda that we undertake is one that benefits everyone.
The debates were a resounding success and helped foster peace and unity in Ghana.
Banana, well done. You gave me some satisfaction as my midfielder.
Over 12 million Ghanaians had access to this, so they felt a part of the process.
I think what it did was to have focused the campaign on issues.
This has really brought Ghana to this level, and we believe we will continue on this path.
Through the debates, the Institute of Economic Affairs has improved citizens' knowledge and understanding of political and social discourse. Ghana has held 5 successive elections over the last 16 years. The country recently consolidated its gains by showing the world that Africa can have decent and peaceful elections when President John Evans Atta Mills was elected as president.
Our work is taking root, is influencing policy, and people recognize us and use our research and our other initiatives.
The Institute of Economic Affairs plans to help deepen Ghana's democracy even further. Numerous innovative interventions are on the drawing board.
I'm imagining that we would have a more tolerant political environment, we would have more mature political institutions, democratic institutions, we would have more accountable governments.
We now need to build the capacity of our institutions, the independent institutions like the SHRAJ, the Electoral Commission, the media, and all other institutions, the Auditor General, institutions that ensure accountability so that the dividends of democracy will be felt by the majority of the people.
And if we in Ghana can show the way, show the pace, and teach and let everybody see that it is doable, we can do it, I think that it will endure to the benefit of the whole of Africa. And I think in that sense, Ghana is a trailblazer, and I don't expect Ghana to be anywhere else.
I believe people will come from Europe to learn from us.
Ghana continues to lead the way. By cherishing and developing our political gains, Ghana's future is full of hope and promise.
The IEA will seek to spread the benefits of multi-party democracy across the West African sub-regions.
And we envisage a country that has deepened multi-party democracy, a shining example to the rest of the continent. That's how we see this country.